Officer, I need your badge number.
You want to do this?
I'm asking for your badge number. That's my right.
Turn around. Hands behind your back.
What? I asked for your badge number.
This traffic stop was about to become the most humiliating moment of one cop's career. Officer Ryan Mitchell thought he was doing his job. Dr. Elijah Bennett thought he was just driving home. Neither of them knew they'd met before, under circumstances that would change everything. Before we continue, let me take this opportunity to thank you so much for supporting our channel. Just choosing to watch our video means a lot to us. Before we go any further, tell us, where are you watching from? Drop your city or country below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if this is your first time here. It was a Tuesday evening in Charlotte, North Carolina. Dr. Elijah Bennett had just finished a 12-hour shift at Presbyterian Hospital. His scrubs were still on under his jacket. His mind was on his daughter's soccer game he'd missed, again. The BMW he drove was a gift to himself after paying off his medical school loans. 10 years of sacrifice. He'd earned it. But to Officer Ryan Mitchell, sitting in his patrol car on Highway 77, all he saw was a black man in an expensive car. The logic was instant, automatic, suspicious. Ryan flipped on his lights. Elijah saw the red and blue flashing in his rearview mirror, and his stomach dropped. Not again. He'd been pulled over 4 times in the past 2 years. Never ticketed, never charged. Just routine stops that left him sitting on the roadside while officers searched his vehicle for something that didn't exist. He signaled, pulled over, turned off the engine. Then he did what his father taught him, what every black man in America learns. He placed both hands on the steering wheel, didn't move, didn't reach for anything. Ryan approached the driver's side window, flashlight in hand, even though the sun hadn't fully set yet. "License and registration," Ryan said. "No greeting, no explanation." "Officer, can I ask why you stopped me?" Elijah's voice was calm, professional. He'd practiced this tone. "License and registration, now." Elijah took a slow breath. "They're in my glove compartment. I'm going to reach for them now." He moved deliberately, slowly, opened the glove box, retrieved the documents. Ryan snatched them from his hand. "Step out of the vehicle." Elijah's jaw tightened. "Why? What did I do?" "You were swerving. Step out. Now." He wasn't swerving. They both knew it. But Elijah stepped out anyway, because arguing could cost him his life. Ryan made him stand against the car, hands on the hood. "You been drinking tonight?" "No, sir. I just left the hospital. I'm a surgeon." Ryan laughed. Actually laughed. "Sure you are." He started patting Elijah down, rough, aggressive, like he was hoping to find something. Other drivers passed by. Some slowed down, filmed on their phones, kept going. Elijah stared straight ahead, humiliation burning in his chest. This was America, his America. "What's in the bag?" Ryan pointed to the leather medical bag in the back seat. "Medical supplies, surgical tools. I'm on call." "Open it." "Officer, those are sterile instruments. I said, open it."
Elijah retrieved the bag, unzipped it slowly. Inside were scalpels, sutures, surgical gloves, everything labeled, everything professional. Ryan poked through it like he was searching for drugs. Then his radio crackled. A voice came through, another officer asking for backup 2 miles away. Ryan hesitated, looked at Elijah, looked at the bag. He wanted to find something, anything, but there was nothing. "Get back in your car," Ryan finally said. "Drive carefully." No apology, no explanation. Just Elijah, standing on the side of the highway, watching the officer walk away. But Elijah didn't get back in his car. Not yet. Something inside him snapped. Maybe it was exhaustion. Maybe it was 10 years of this. Maybe it was thinking about his daughter asking why Daddy always looked so tired. "Officer!" he called out. Ryan stopped, turned around. His hand moved instinctively toward his belt. "I need your badge number." Ryan's face hardened. "Excuse me?" "Your badge number. I'm filing a complaint. You had no probable cause to stop me, no reason to search me. I want your name and badge number." The air between them changed. Ryan walked back, slowly, each step deliberate. "You want to do this?" His voice was low, threatening. "I'm a citizen asking for your badge number. That's my right." "You're a suspect who was swerving. I wasn't swerving. We both know I wasn't." Elijah's voice stayed level, but his heart was pounding. Ryan stepped closer, too close. "You calling me a liar?" "I'm asking for your badge number." A few seconds passed. They felt like hours. Then Ryan smiled. Not friendly. Dangerous. "You really want to play this game? Fine. Turn around, hands behind your back." Elijah's blood went cold. "What? You're being detained for obstruction. Obstruction? I asked you for your badge number. Turn around, now." This was it. The moment where everything could go wrong. Elijah turned around, felt the cold metal of handcuffs click around his wrists. A car slowed down. A woman's voice called out, "Hey, what's going on?" "Keep driving, ma'am," Ryan shouted back. But she didn't. She pulled over, started recording. Ryan's jaw clenched. He hated cameras. "Officer, what's the charge?" Elijah asked. His voice was shaking now, not from fear, but from rage. "Public disturbance, failure to comply. I complied with everything. You're arguing with a police officer. That's non-compliance." The woman recording stepped closer. "He wasn't doing anything. I saw the whole thing. Ma'am, step back or you'll be arrested too."
Ryan grabbed his radio, called for backup, made it sound like Elijah was dangerous, resisting, a threat. Within minutes, 2 more patrol cars arrived. Elijah stood there, handcuffed, a respected trauma surgeon being treated like a criminal. The other officers approached. One of them, older, looked at Ryan. "What have we got?" "Suspect was swerving, got aggressive when I asked for ID, refused to comply." The older officer looked at Elijah, then at Ryan. Something in his expression shifted. "He's in scrubs," the older officer said quietly. "So?" "Ryan, take the cuffs off." "Sir, he was—" "Take them off, now." Ryan hesitated, then unlocked the handcuffs. Elijah rubbed his wrists, didn't say a word. The older officer stepped forward. "Sir, I apologize for the confusion. You're free to go." "Confusion?" Elijah's voice cracked. "I was handcuffed for asking for a badge number?" "I understand you're upset." "Do you really? Do you really?" The officer didn't answer. Elijah looked at Ryan, memorized his face. Then he got in his car and drove away. 3 days passed. Elijah filed a formal complaint, wrote down every detail, every word, every humiliation. He told his wife, Angela. She cried, not because she was surprised, because she wasn't. He didn't tell his daughter. What would he say? That the world sees Daddy differently? Ryan Mitchell went back to work, forgot about it. Just another stop, another complaint that would go nowhere. He'd been complained about before, 12 times in 5 years. Nothing ever happened. The department always sided with him. Always. But on Friday morning, something changed. Ryan was sitting in the precinct break room when his sergeant walked in. "Mitchell, Captain wants to see you." Ryan shrugged. Probably another commendation. He'd made 3 arrests that week. He walked into the captain's office. Captain Morris sat behind his desk. He wasn't smiling. "Sit down." Ryan sat. "Tell me about Tuesday night, Highway 77, the BMW." Ryan's stomach tightened. "A routine traffic stop. Driver got aggressive." "Aggressive how?" "Argued with me, refused to comply." Morris slid a folder across the desk. "That's not what the witness says, or what the video shows." Ryan's mouth dried. "The woman who recorded it sent it to the local news. It's going viral. 2 million views." Ryan didn't speak. "You handcuffed a trauma surgeon for asking for your badge number. He was being hostile. He was being a citizen, exercising his rights." Morris leaned forward. "Do you know who Dr. Elijah Bennett is?" Ryan shook his head. 3 years ago, your wife was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer." Ryan froze. "She was treated at Presbyterian Hospital. Do you remember her surgeon?" The room started spinning. "Dr. Elijah Bennett performed her mastectomy. He saved her life." No, that couldn't be right." "You handcuffed the man who saved your wife, Ryan." Ryan's hands started trembling. He remembered that day, remembered sitting in the waiting room, terrified, praying. Remembered the surgeon coming out, calm, confident, telling him the surgery went well, that they got it all, that Sarah was going to be okay. He shook that man's hand, thanked him, crying in front of him. He'd looked him in the eye, but 3 years later, on the side of a highway, he didn't recognize him, because all he saw was a black man in an expensive car. "Sir, I didn't know." "That's the problem, Ryan. You didn't know. You didn't ask. You just assumed." Morris stood up. "Dr. Bennett has requested a meeting with you. Today." Ryan's throat closed.
You're going to sit across from the man who saved your wife's life, and you're going to explain why you treated him like a criminal. Captain, I can't. You will. 2 o'clock. Conference room. And Ryan. Morris looked at him with something close to disgust. Bring your wife. 2 o'clock came too fast. Ryan sat in the conference room, Sarah beside him. She didn't know why she was there. When Captain Morris told her, she went pale. The doctor who saved me? Ryan, what did you do? He couldn't answer. The door opened. Dr. Elijah Bennett walked in, composed, professional, tired. Sarah gasped. She recognized him instantly. Dr. Bennett, she whispered. Elijah nodded. Mrs. Mitchell? Ryan couldn't look at him. They sat across from each other, a table between them, a chasm of shame. Captain Morris stood by the door, witnessing. Silence filled the room. Finally, Elijah spoke. Do you remember me now? Ryan's voice came out broken. Yes. You thanked me once. Told me I gave you your wife back, your future. Ryan nodded. His eyes burned. 3 days ago, you put me in handcuffs. Sarah started crying. Quiet. Devastated. Dr. Bennett, I'm so sorry, she said. I'm so sorry. Mrs. Mitchell, this isn't your fault. He wouldn't be here without you.
Our daughter wouldn't have her mother." Her voice broke. Elijah looked at Ryan. "Why did you stop me?" Ryan swallowed. I saw a black man in an expensive car. And you assumed what? That something was wrong, that you didn't belong. Even though I did nothing illegal? No, you did nothing. So why the search? Why the handcuffs? Ryan had no answer, not one that made sense, not one that justified anything. Because you didn't see me as a doctor, or a father, or a man. You saw a threat. Ryan's tears fell. He didn't wipe them away. I saved your wife's life, spent 6 hours in surgery making sure she'd live, and 3 years later, you couldn't even see me as human. The words landed like punches.
3 days ago, you put me in handcuffs. Sarah started crying. Quiet. Devastated. "Dr. Bennett, I'm so sorry," she said. "I'm so sorry." "Mrs. Mitchell, this isn't your fault. He wouldn't be here without you. Our daughter wouldn't have her mother." Her voice broke. Elijah looked at Ryan. "Why did you stop me?" Ryan swallowed. I saw a black man in an expensive car. And you assumed what? That something was wrong. That you didn't belong. Even though I did nothing illegal. No, you did nothing. So why the search? Why the handcuffs? Ryan had no answer, not one that made sense, not one that justified anything. Because you didn't see me as a doctor, or a father, or a man. You saw a threat. Ryan's tears fell. He didn't wipe them away. I saved your wife's life, spent 6 hours in surgery making sure she'd live, and 3 years later, you couldn't even see me as human? The words landed like punches. Sarah reached across the table. "Dr. Bennett, please. I know this doesn't fix anything, but thank you. For everything. For my life. For being here now when you have every right to walk away." Elijah looked at her, then at Ryan. "I didn't come here for an apology. I came here so you'd remember this moment. So next time you pull someone over, you'll ask yourself, what am I really seeing? A person or a prejudice?" Ryan finally looked up, met his eyes. "I'm sorry. I know that's not enough. But I'm sorry."
Elijah stood. "Teach your daughter better. That's how you make this right." He walked to the door, paused. "Mrs. Mitchell, I'm glad you're healthy. I mean that." Then he left. Sarah turned to Ryan, her face full of pain and disappointment. "How could you not recognize him?" Ryan didn't answer, because the truth was too ugly. He didn't want to see him. 2 weeks later, the video had 8 million views. The department launched an internal investigation. Ryan was suspended pending review. The news picked it up. Officer handcuffed surgeon who saved his wife. Ryan became a symbol of everything wrong, everything broken. He deserved it. Sarah made him watch the video, every second of it. "That's what you did," she said. "Look at his face. Look at how calm he stayed while you humiliated him." Ryan watched, saw himself through the world's eyes. Aggressive, dismissive, cruel. He didn't recognize himself either. Dr. Bennett didn't do interviews, didn't make statements, just went back to work, saving lives, like he always did. But the story wouldn't die. 3 weeks after the incident, Ryan received a letter.